Hello and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey Part 9. We have finally arrived in focus. Now I do have a bit of time today, so I will be cutting up this clip and trying to cut out any unnecessary side quests. But I do believe by the next video or two, we'll be running on solely main missions, with a few golden side quests and orichalcum missions mixed in. So without any further ado, let us meet El Pinot.
Ah, Mistios. How was Megaris?
The wolf is dead.
Excellent. The full amount as promised. You expected me to haggle? Come now, Cassandra. It isn't every day I have someone kill their own father. But he wasn't your real father, was he?
Why did you send me to kill Nikolaos?
Because I knew you could. Oh, why him? Because he was brilliant. He would have taken Athens in a month, 2 at most. And Stentor doesn't have the wolf's genius.
You wanted to save Athens?
There's no profit in a quick war. I know. It's a lot to take in all at once. Come. Tell me, Mistios, did you learn anything worthwhile in your dealings with the wolf?
He mentioned my birth father. He might still be alive.
Not for long, if all goes according to plan.
What do you mean?
You're going to bring me his head, of course.
Have you lost your mind?
You killed the man who raised you for Drachmi. I merely assumed you wanted your family dead as much as I do.
Malaka! You think you can play with me? I'll cut out your tongue.
So disappointing.
Eh? Your life is over!
You underestimated me, El Penor. Amateurs.
A letter to Albino. Phoebe, you led him right to me.
Krithos, you were right about the Calphalonian peasant girl. She led me right to the Mystios, near the ancient ruins of Kranoi. Kranioi? You did good work tracking them down. Now, to get them both to trust me, did I ever tell you I was a fan of theater? As for you, find your payment in focus. Signed, Elpinor. Sneaky dog.
Alpinor's looking for a woman. I wonder who he wants in his slimy grasp now.
In regards to your search for the woman, if anyone would know
He snuck away like a coward. I should investigate his house.
Oh damn, was I supposed to freaking follow him, dude? Oops. I don't know, maybe you were, maybe you weren't. Elpenor, in regards to your search for the woman, if anyone would know her whereabouts, it would be that crazy priestess at the Asclepio Sanctuary. I'd go myself, but she terrifies me. Yours, Antonide.
This is a ship manifest. Elpinor selling weapons to both Athens and Sparta. He wants this war to go on forever. I have met some treacherous people. None of them compared to Elpinor. I'm going to look under every rock, in every shadow until I find and kill this vile serpent.
Snake in the grass. Alright, so unfortunately the next bit here, the file got corrupted and deleted, so we are missing about a good hour's worth of footage of me killing Elpenor and some juicy story bits. But after we meet Herodotus here in a second, Barnabas and Cassandra will be discussing the events that transpired on their ship, and that'll fill you in. I will also be dropping a link in the description of the meeting of the Cult of Cosmos, just because that was kind of important, and in case you're curious, you can kind of check that out to see what happened. But yeah, other than that, you are not missing much. So we'll go ahead and clip into Herodotus here.
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries. Before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Damn. Just a flesh wound. Dude, he looks like Nicolas Cage. Not gonna lie. Oh. Xerxes. Oh no. Or is it? Damn. What a trooper.
Herodotus!
Oh, we're trying to cop a feel?
I'm fine.
I see you, old man.
The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, he rests where he belongs.
In Sparta. What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I'd convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
You mentioned a people that came before. Who were they?
They were not gods, but they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But
Icarus.
Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Or I mean, yeah, Prometheus, sorry.
Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotus. I trust you.
You understand? I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
The Nemean lion. Alright, so... Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, yeah, so it would be me, Herodotus, and
Welcome
then...
aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotus and I share enemies too.
Like Elpinor.
He was part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle! Impossible! Apollo would not allow that!
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be my brother.
Your brother? By Zeus, your life is complicated!
Tell me about it.
But don't you worry! This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies! And one of them fights like Athena and shits thunder like Zeus! We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them!
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like him.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens!
First, we need to go to Andros.
To Andros, then! We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old, and perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates!
Now that we have the necessary resources, we can upgrade the ship's hull. Poseidon be praised. She's in ramming shape now, like a fist in the ocean.
Fist the ocean. Sunk, sunk, sunk. Okay, so yeah, if you weren't paying attention to that previous conversation they were having, they kind of explained everything. But we came to the city in Focus, and we killed Elpenor. Um, he had a mask and a robe on him, which we wore, and infiltrated this cult called the Group of Cosmos or something. Anyways, in there you figure out that the baby brother Alexios, the cult recovered him, and they kind of like bred him to be their ultimate weapon. So he kind of had like a memory flashback with Cassandra. So like things are kind of uncertain between them. Like he doesn't know who she is, but you know she knows. Pretty interesting. We're gonna go ahead and set out and set sail. A couple additions to the ship. We upgraded it and painted it green. So the Magi from Egypt are here. It's a skin that I put on. And another thing is we have all legendary lieutenants. I upgraded the hull so that we have, I don't know, full 4 slots. They're all legendary, and it's like super cool because most of these are mercs that were hunting me, and their stats are like really good. So this huge girl's one of them. I'm only recruiting women. We're gonna have this sick ass Amazon crew, and it's really sick watching them just like board the ships and kill everyone. So these 2 girls in front of me are also mercs, and I think one of them uses poison, but yeah, they killed me a lot, so it's really fun watching them kill other people. And this girl was like a bandit queen or something. Oops. Alright, so let me just make sure that we cleared this place. Yeah, this is pretty much done. Oh yeah, so the other thing is they were kind of pushing for Sparta in the beginning, so I like conquered in Sparta's favor. But now it looks like they're making Sparta into the bad guys, and you have to back up Herodotus and Perikles, I think, and yeah, I'm back Athens because apparently they're the good guys. So I don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, it doesn't really matter who, like the conquest battle, like who controls what. I read, so I guess in the long run doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's go ahead and sail out. The structure's located in the island of Andros. Check out our quests here. Telling to Athens, you met her at Thermopylae. Yeah. So we're going to Andros. Interesting. Oh, yes, and we also killed someone from the cult. We got this sick cultist map after we discovered the clan of Kronos, which is the ghost of Cosmos. Oh, which is... Oh, no, so Deimos, yeah, is the name they gave him, but his real name is Alexios. So vice versa, if you play as Alexios, Cassandra is the younger sibling. Yeah, so you find out clues throughout your travels, and that reveals the identities. I've already revealed some people's. The more people connected to them that you kill, you find clues to who they are. Like for instance, these are blacked out. I have 0 idea who they are. Eventually, if you find out some clues, they become like this. Like I can't reveal their identity though. If they become highlighted in white, then you click on them and you reveal their identity, and there's like a whole backstory to them, which is really cool. Origins has something kind of similar, but definitely not as in-depth, and not as explorable. It's more like story-based, so this is extremely interesting. Let's go ahead and sail out.
Ready for departure!
The helm's all yours, Commander.
We're gonna fucking sink this bitch. It's cultist motherfucker. Here we go, lads.
We should stay back, unless you are looking for a fight, of course.
Oh yeah.
Lower the oars! Ready for battle!
They're speeding up for a hit, Commander. Look for arrows! They're setting fire at them! Archers! Forward! Police!
Fire the police!
Put out some fire!
Archers! Ready! Speed up! Let's move it! Arrows at the ready!
Fire again!
Get those arrows lit! Keep up the speed! Archers! We need you! Loose arrows! Reduce speed!
Firing on us!
Ready arrows!
We missed them! Incoming arrows! We didn't hit!
Get ready to fire! Like the arrows!
Oh no, we missed those.
Forward!
Dang nabbit.
Maximum speed! Rowers, go! Ship the oar!
They're about to lose!
Everyone, brace yourselves!
Arrows inbound!
Got him.
Enemies ready to fire at us! We can hit them with fire!
Got him.
Arrows!
They fired on us! We've taken some damage! Fire on
It's
us!
okay.
Ship disabled!
There we go.
There will be more battles like that! How will we address them?
Oh yeah, you cultist motherfucker. Now you've done fucked up. Can't wait. Let's go. Asterion. Kisama. Got him. Gods of the Aegean Sea. After Asterion lost his parents to the Persian invasion, his wife to a tempest, his children, his friends, his shipmates, he no longer sailed for the love of the sea, but a desire to avenge their deaths. But how many dead were left to float in Asterion's wake? Hundreds? Thousands? And when would those dead rise up, avenge themselves, and put him down to sleep with those he loved? Damn, dude. Rip. He's part of the gods of the seas over... where was it? Over here? Yeah. Asteria. I don't think we can unveil this guy yet. Yeah. Close. Alright, we'll get him. Whoa, 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 poison. Poison! 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 Rip. Death to the cultists! Nice. Got it. Oh snap. Alright.
There's much to do, and many unknowns on our horizon.
Oh really? That's dope. I didn't even know that we could do that.
Come on! We need those
Alright,
positions
let's
filled.
clip it, son. Pirates. Whoa. That was close. Just outside of the range.
Icarus wants to help.
Icarus wants to help. Whoa. The sworn though. Oh, there it is. It's blended into the rock. That's why you couldn't see it. Alright. Snake Man.
Why are you here? Leave.
To kill you, Pappy. Could have sworn there was another one.
Don't move, Mistios!
No, you don't move. Oh shit.
I would have sworn.
Oh no. Oh well. Alright, boyo.
Feel the sting of my venom.
Let's dance. What? Oh god. Fucking hate poison users, dude. So is the same fucking bullshit.
I'll end you, Mistios.
It always feels like those poison ones get harder to dodge. Oh, there's a snake over here. What's up?
You can't stop me.
Sure about that, boy? I am your reckoning. Dude, why are there so many fucking snakes here, dude?
What are you trying to prove?
Keep friends Perikles safe.
Say goodnight, Gramps. Items are garbage anyways.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last
The
met.
danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Mistios. I'll be sure to mention this to Perikles.
You better, bitch. 445 drachmi. Alright, 800 drachmi total, almost 1,000. Not bad for a one-time go. Oh, yeah. That feels good. Leveling in hard mode is like fine wine, dude. Honey and milk. Milk and honey. Can taste my muscle fibers growing.
They'll be on high alert here.
Well, not mine, I'm just fucking sitting here. But, Cassandra's. The eagle better. Where the fuck am I going? Alright, let's get this quest going. This is the next one. Smuggling someone. Bro, the doorway is like right there. Just walk out. Be like me, climb over the wall. You have so many options, man. Why are you still here? Why are you still here? Nobody wants you. Nobody likes you.
Meaning Perikles Odysseus?
7 drachmi. Fuck yeah, boys. What is this? Phidias, the sculptor. What did that guy say? I'm watching you. Shit.
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Perikles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
They? Who?
The shadows in the night. Why you fear falling asleep? They're hunting me. Us. No one is safe in Athens anymore.
The cult of Cosmos. You know about them.
Of course I know about the cult. Here, look at this.
Ooh, a clue?
These are instructions.
On how to kill me. But they've been torn.
Then Perikles isn't just getting you out of Athens to save you from the trial. He's saving you from being murdered.
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First,
Yeah.
you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial, the people are against you, and now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together!
Yes, of course.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's drachmi. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Perikles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
You and Perikles seem close.
For Perikles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Serifos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Any clues he has of the cultists' identities? I want them.
Yes, yes, anything. A guard.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Serifos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
I should have whispered that
Didn't
part.
really think I'd let you come and go as you please, did you? Now, where are you?
Oh, he sold us out. He fucking sold us out. Look. They want you to escape. No, they want you to kill him. I'm down for that, dude. I'll kill them. They give you all these rafters, dude. How nice of them. You might want to call in reinforcements. I don't think just the two of you will be enough. You don't fucking touch me. You don't fucking touch me. I am a lady. Yeah, boy. Get up. That's it? You hired one fucker to come after me. Don't you know who I am? The motherfucking eagle batter. Dude, he's 500 meters away. That's fucking far. I haven't really gotten any like blades or daggers that I really wanted from Mercs. I got one, but it's not much.
Good. You made it. I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time. I just sent word telling him where to meet us.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Serifos while we still can.
Let's. Tell me I don't actually have to escort him to some fucking island. Tell him it just ended right there. No fucking way. Just a cutscene, please. No fucking way. What? Are you fucking shitting me? No, I'm not doing this right now. You can wait. You can just wait on my shit, bro. I got some other stuff to attend to. I'll be back. You can just chill there for a little bit. There's no fucking rush, is there? I mean, obviously we'll have to take him to complete this goddamn mission so we can move on, but, you know, I'll take care of this one first.
So many boats. So many people. There must be enough food here to feed Kefalonia for a year.
Alright, let's clip it. Talk to Perikles' contract.
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Perikles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I saw Cleon speaking at the Pnyx. He's a real man of the people.
So, you have a taste for politics. That's certainly better than most of the elitist blowhards in this house.
I take it you and Perikles aren't friends.
Hardly. Hermipos led the Tsars to have Aspasia ostracized and to see Perikles stripped of power. Not that it worked.
Yet, Perikles is the past. He's more worried about losing a few precious statues than he is fighting and winning the war. Cleon will rule this city and return it to greatness. Mark my words.
I'm looking for clues to help me find a woman. She was Spartan.
Looking and finding are quite different things, wouldn't you say? I could observe a priest offering sacrifice to the gods, but does that mean, in so doing, that I have myself found God? Or...
Oh, forget it. If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Perikles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies closest of all.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadows while we stand out here in the light.
This has been useless. Here.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say? Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-blooded. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again.
A new face in Perikles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides? Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Perikles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Perikles is no different.
Thank you for your help, my friend. Thank you for your help, my friend.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
We get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Perikles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with that banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though.
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
Perikles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Perikles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Damn, Athens is lit, man. People just partying and drinking up. It's kind of like LA. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and cut it right here. Thanks for watching part 9, and I'll see you guys for part 10 when we get some information from Alcibiades. This guy's a fucking male prostitute or some shit, dude. Peace!